all by His kindness. His love towards us is unmeasurable. Daddy, we begin to thank you because you are God. We appreciate you for your answer. Daddy, you have done what no man can do for us. You have been there even when all men run away. Daddy, you have been there, patience of days for us. Even when all hope is lost, Daddy, you are there. Daddy, we thank you. You that have brought us all this way, even into the year 2022, that have series of challenges. And in the name of the Holy Spirit, come and rule and reign. For we believe and we count on you. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Global and Paddy and new members meeting. It's a general meeting, isn't it? Yeah. Mega meeting. We say it's a mega meeting. I don't know whether we should remove the mega. Well, we are not seeing the megalistic nature of the meeting. Anyhow, we are good to go. We are more than 3. Only 3 people changed Babylon. That's just one of the Bible verses I like. 3 people changed Babylon. So we don't need majority. The majority can come when we have arrived. So if we can move, and I pray, by the end of this month, our song will begin to change. Amen. I'm sure all of us would have, those of us that have gone for the meeting and those that have been going to Elaro to the monthly meeting that we've been having, we heard what happened between November, December. Is it? Yes. We expected our alerts November, December, but all of a sudden there was nothing. We expectant until at the time. January we were called to come and know what was going on, not knowing that there was a problem. Anyway, when there is going to be a change, there must be resistance. Normally, under normal circumstances. And not only when a program is under the umbrella of the Almighty, and He said this is what God wants to do. You know that the devil will always want to attack it. And we know the devil wants to put a counterfeit to make you believe that the way you're going is not right. For those of us that are Christians, is it not true? Yes. When you get born again, what happens? There's a battle. A battle line is what? Wrong. Why? Because the devil wants to understand, make you believe that thing you say you are going, there's no way there. Why don't you go back? It happened in the journey of Israelites. When they were going out, the Exodus, isn't it? The Bible readers. When you read that journey, it is what we are experiencing every day. And the same way Israelites are behaving, that's what we are doing. True of us, me and you were doing it. Because that thing God said we shouldn't do, we will go and do it. A little pressure, we would have started complaining. At the time I read that, I said, this man started complaining again. Even after seeing all the mighty miracles God has done, they started complaining again. By the time you get again, those people that complain, they will start rejoicing again. A little rejoicing, they will come again, they will start murmuring. That one will be more. Why didn't we go back to Egypt? Why didn't we go back to Egypt? As if onion and garlic was where their life was hooked on. And the same thing is happening to us now. The same system, the same process. But I pray that the spirit of Egypt will leave us so that we move forward in Jesus' name. Amen. So we have come a long way. We are already farmers. If you don't know, I call myself a farmer. Anyway, I say I have farm. I have mushroom farm. And it's very fine. When you say mushroom farm, I want to say, where is that your mushrooms? I want to partake of your mushrooms. Is it true? I say, I have mushroom farm. I have pineapple farm. I'm looking for farm. Snail will soon come. For all of them, we'll start planting even now. You can plug your tomatoes to as a flower. To doing is that. Let's not look at what has happened. If there is no challenge, there will be no change. If there is no challenge, there will be no change. And whatever you start doing in life, business is risk. You put pocket risk one side, and then let your risk overweigh your expectation. When it comes, you'll be able to forge ahead. I can do it. Your name is what? I can do it. Whether it's saying, no, I can do it, because you know where you're going. So it happened. And we went for the meeting. As God will have it, we cried to God on that farm. And as we cried to God, we didn't know that was small prayer. And the prayers that men of God have been making, and the ones we have been making on in our different homes, private prayer, God heard our cry. He never wanted us to be put to shame. And there was a boom. The whole bags, all of them came up at the same time now. And we have over 50. Sister, where are you going? I thought, and the boom now is like, in fact, the thing is making us happy. So it's better we now strategize on how we're going to go, because God has answered our prayers. And not just that, the one we have started bringing a lot of testimonies. I was calling one of us, a PD. He wanted to stand there to tell you people. He was to go for operation a week, 2 weeks before I met him. He came. He complained to me. I said, what's wrong with you? He was leaning. He now came inside my office and confided in me. I'm telling you because he wants to make it open. It's no longer a secret. He now told me that this prostate has been a problem to him. He can't even pass through it. It has been so difficult for him. In fact, he's not himself. Every week he spends 56,000 naira. I said, you have 56,000 naira now. I said, stop spending now. Give me just 13,000 because you are not registered. If you are registered, it will be 10,000. I tell them all, so that it will be clear. Yes, if you are not registered, if you register, it's 10,000. But because you are not registered, I'm collecting 13,000. I say, Mom, even after this one, there's no mercy on that. I can mercy you for anything, but not this mushroom. Pay me the 13,000. Go and take it. I'll keep your 13,000. If there's no effect, if there's no change, within 5 days, come and collect your money. Oh boy, as I do this thing, God, they look myself. I just prepared my mind. Say, oh, God, I don't know. Now you know what you put inside that thing. Now, evangelist, I call evangelist. You know what you put inside that container? I beg you. Mommy, thank you. God bless you. We thank God. I said, send, don't pay. You know, that's what we are waiting for, send. The first thing I said, send, don't pay. Okay. Because we didn't know the pattern of SEM again. SEM said they can start with their beneficiaries. They can start with the PD. Being a PD, I said, SEM don't pay. Because I know he has finished all his own documentation. He said, Mommy, why are you talking of SEM? Now we go, now you go. I said, forget about, no, there's nothing like that. SEM can pass through any place. He said, Mom, you don't forget. I said, please remind me what happened. Let me rejoice with you. He said, I can pass you in now. I can pass you in. I said, you can pass you in. Well, you're not passing you in. But I said, okay, continue until you finish that bottle. Let us know. As soon as he finished the bottle, I think it was last week. When I saw he was refreshed. He was looking at me. He now came and said, Mommy, no more prostrates. I didn't hear him well. That was last Saturday when we were out there. I said, I didn't hear him well. So when we finished, I now called him. I said, Pastor, how is your health? He said, I'm not better. I discussed with him. I said, no more prostrate. Then when I called him again now, I said, I still want to hear from you. We're expected to be in the mushroom meeting today now, so that you can share a testimony with us. Because we have many cases. In fact, we have many cases of prostrate. We have many cases of, that's the only problem of men's own sexual organ. That's their own, just like you have fibroid that is rampant in women. Prostrate is rampant in men. And part of it, even the same women are having menopause. Men have their own andropause. Their own is called andropause. Yes, you, as a man, when you start feeling a kind of heat will just run through you, you sweat, as if you are pouring water on it. It's the same thing. You have reached andropause. Just you are doing the thing maybe your wife is doing. So two of you should form meeting of andropause and menopause meeting.
But
with this mushroom, I want to tell you, see, the physiology in mushroom, what I understand, it has a rejuvenating power. It has a revitalizing power. It has a rebuilding power. it refreshes the tissues. It gets to the nucleus of each cell and empowers the nucleus. The nucleus will have power to now regenerate. That's it. And when such thing happens, it's just like, I mean, diabetes and this thing is another thing. At least I still have a testimony. My mom is on the second bottle now. Before, this lady said her left leg has been so heavy, so heavy. So when she finished the photo, I said, this heavy leg that no drop on this head is trying to cure. Because we have bought whatever we can buy. And I called her and I said, how is this heavy leg? She said, that leg don't lie to, I don't know what it is. That powder you gave me, bring it now. It has finished. I quickly have to send her. This one is my own mother. So it's working wonders. It's really working. We have cases of hepatitis. And that one, we have just started the hepatitis treatment because we told the person to go for count. And we are just watching and see what is going on. So we have gold in our hand, but we don't understand what we have. And that gold we have has the power to change situation and bring honor to you and glory to God. But if we understand it, there are still going to be health lectures so that we'll be able to teach those that are not health personnel. Even when you're health personnel, this one is now natural health program. This is naturalistic medicine. So we need to know how to present. Presentation power is what we need now. How you can present yourself. And with this backlog of testimonies, we should be able to go out and boldly declare and say this is working. It's our own. In fact, when I was talking about it, I told them it's from my farm. It's my farm that produced this one that you're using now. Yes, sir. It's not my farm.
It's your farm.
I don't get farm.
Someone help me to call your mama now. No, you're right, it's my farm.
So all of you have farm. All of you have farm. Yes. You are all acting in the capacity of where there is no doctor. Yes, we are all doctors now. But not don't go and answer doctor. Nigerian Medical Association will not come after you. Because they are so mad. When you call anything, they don't want to hear that you are doing. But we are trying to decongest the hospital. We are on operation decongest hospital. And you know what it means? The doctor and the nurses, they pray every day that patients will come. So who are the patients? Now we then they pray maybe we fall sick. Yes, now you are a potential patient. I'm a potential patient. Yes. By the time I took ill now, I'm a potential patient, isn't it? But we are saying no, that we have naturalistic medicine that could cure us and very, very instant. Without side effects. Yeah. Rather it has good effects on us. So for men from the age of 35 years and above should go on mushroom because definitely there will be enlargement of prostate as from the age of 40. So for you to prevent it, you better start mushrooming your body. Yes, all these men sitting here, those that are not yet 35, start now planning on how you will mushroom your body.
Hallelujah.
How old do you think this man sitting here is?
2 years.
How old do you think he is?
50-something years.
This one?
It's 40 years old.
Plus or minus.
I'm just in a 25 or 30 years old.
It's a young boy.
How is it now?
Yes, I used to see him as
it's getting younger.
No, the mother I saw him here.
Afra was black. Yes. When you say black, Afra is brown. That's the power of mushroom. Yes. So men and brethren will join hands and make a change. Mushroom, we are going higher. Afri-Global. Worship. 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 Boss, our director general, and the direct will be followed. In the person of evangelist, they will come. Best, if you like Iru, who likes Iru here? You know Iru has a lot of vitamin A. Who are those that hate ewedu? Do you know that ewedu is one of the best leaves God has ever given to us? If you have been having troublesome ulcer, go to ewedu. If you are having infertility, go to ewedu. But be ready to swallow it without boiling it. But one, we have to be very conscious of our kidney. Most of these raw vegetables can collapse the kidney. That's why the medical doctors are saying no. Things have to be what? Harmonized, processed, titrated, or whatever is their slogan, so that you'll be able to measure it, to know the capacity and the quantity that will fit a certain kilometer and kilogram. You know what your weight is. You know, so most times drugs work with the weight. That's why children's own dosage is different from adult dosage. And that is what we are talking about. So combination most of the times may not really work well, because there might be chemical reaction that could be fatal to the cells of the body. I know of a brother, my own uncle. He was this kind of person that he likes. Can I say he's, let me not use any word so that I will not be crucified. But he likes eating, let it be big, you understand? So he feels that he wanted to look fresh. So you can get a bowl of onion, a bowl of tomatoes, a bowl of cucumber. He will be eating it. As he's eating it, you yourself by the side, you will be getting jealous. But this thing almost killed him, because he collapsed his kidney. He ran into kidney failure. So you see, God in his own infinite mercy just helped him. So everything has a measurement and it has a limit that we can go. So please, all parties, all health agents should put this at the back of their mind. The treatment pattern of the mushroom, AG247 MMMP, the treatment, why it is not here. Many people have been saying the dosage should be here. It is still undergoing NAFDAC investigations and registration. We want to formally NAFDACize it and then sonanize it before we bring it into the open market. So with that, we can't put anything. That's why it's still going through us, and that's why we have a lot of talk to do. So you are a health educator. You are a what? A health educator. So I'm trying to put things together. Let me see whether I will have time to put things together so that we will bring a pamphlet, just a little pamphlet that you'll be looking at, you'll be talking. This is how it works, this is how it works, this is how it works. But for the user, we can't put it on the body of this. Because I asked our director this morning, he said no, because it's still going on under the process of registration with NAFDAC and some. So we cannot put it. And the moment we put that now, you know the watchdog, they will run after us. So it is your duty to understand the pattern of treatment, the mode of treatment, the timing is very, very good. They say in treatment, in medical practice, the treatment has 3 R. Give the right drug to the right patient at the right time. That's 3 words. Yes, the right drug to the right patient at the right time. Then the drug will work. The moment you miss it, that's why transference of a drug in orthodox medicine is dangerous. I have headache. Then I went to the hospital. I was investigated. It was malaria, and they gave me malaria treatment. And I went home. Then I have headache. That headache, immediately I look like this. Hey, that was how my own was in me. It's malaria. Don't bother. Come and share my drug. Her own headache may be what? Typhoid. It might be any other problem apart from. It might even be ulcer. You know, ulcer gives headache. And you are sharing your drug. You understand what I mean? So it could be dangerous. But in the case of mushroom, it is a normal vegetable, isn't it? It has no side effect. Me and you, ordinarily, we can take our mushroom. Me, I take it every day. I take it because I want to remain like this at the age of 90.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I don't want anybody to help me. I don't want when I'm coming to my grandchildren saying, hey, that grandmother is coming. And they see me coming, Granny! They are ready to welcome me. Yes, sometimes when you're going like this, they will not look at it. Who is that? Granny. Everybody will start looking for you. They will sign. Granny is coming. Everybody is excited because they know you're not a burden to them. Yes. I pray all of us will be strong at 90. Yes, I've seen some people from one village called Bama in China. All these things that are happening in China is not reaching that place. So. 500, they say how many meters? Like from Ibadan to this place. This place is Bama. When you reach Ibadan and you are entering Bama, your handset, every electronics will go off on its own. Yeah. Nothing enters that place. Nature has taken over that place. No radiation enters there. Everything there is, that's where you have 150 years people still riding bicycle. Yes, they are riding and they are doing everything. Their eyes are sharp. Their brains are sharper than even 12 years old. They behave as if they are rubber. That's it. And that is where we get this, their alpha spin. Those of us that entered that class that day. In fact, amazing and we don't go anywhere. Everything. So, my beloved brethren, so let us put our heads down. We will make it. 10 of this to non-parties gives you 30,000, isn't it? Your gain here is 30,000. When you sell 10 bottles, true of us. It's true now. 13,000 to outsiders. And they will gladly buy it. I went to Naval Base, our officers' mess. When we had sports, the day we had sports, officers were to have sports. So I decided that day, in the mess, everybody was saying what to do. I said, okay, I'm going to give free medical health outreach. I went with my team. Then I carried this. I made a mistake that day I was regretting. I should have carried the 20 because it would have finished. Just small explanation. I didn't go deeper. I didn't spend more than 3 minutes after explaining. Then I sacrificed one small one. Gave them to test it. All of them that tested it start testifying. There's a way I'm feeling. Whether you feel it or you don't feel it, I used to even after I finished, how many bottles? 3 bottles we went. People collected. Everyone, where is it? Where is it? I like this one. I like this one. I vexed that day. I carried my money. I came back with 39,000 naira. I have 9,000 naira in my pocket. Just like that. So that is it. It is money now. This one you're making 1,500 per one. The 2,500, isn't it? But for others, it's, please, this is just gold in our hand. We can use it and do our small, especially our women. If husband money where the one they give you no do soup, try to tell this into your neighbor. You will get change to add to the soup money. There will be peace. One day I made mistake. I used one bottle, a small bottle, to cook soup. I poured the whole thing because I wanted to have the taste. I didn't know it was much. That thing you're saying is much. But the taste, I was enjoying the taste. And I came and told them, they said, I shouldn't have done that. I said, I lied, no overdose. No, nothing. I ate my thing once. So but since that day, I've taken my... So it is something when you are talking to somebody about it, you take it. So first of all, take it. I have not taken this mushroom powder. Let me see your hand. You will buy one now. All of us must go home with one. This one here now, we must go home with one. You go and test it so that when you are telling people, they will understand you. You will say, me, I have taken it. If you come out now and they say, have you taken it? You will tell lies that you have taken it. It's a lie now. Lie and lie, whether it's white or black. But they have made it easy for us now. The depot is here now. They will be depositing here. All the people that bought, did you not buy at the same price? As long as you're a party, I beg you, give us ID cards. Some people are cheating me.
It's true.
Those that are not registered came to pick my mushroom that they are paddy. I find out that they are not even registered as paddy. Yes, if you are a fruiter and you are a bagger, you are not registered inside paddy, you will buy it at 10,000. Don't come to, yes. Is it not true? Sure. Don't come and mommy me, oh. I will daddy you and I will sister you. Yes, I have sacrificed the other one, but now, business is business. Business is business. Everybody, bring your 1,000 for ID card. And passport photograph. You get your ID card. When you come, yes, now that's what they do. If you want to buy, say you are a paddy. Okay, paddy, my paddy, carry your own, it's 10,000. But if you are not a paddy, I'm a fruit, I'm a bagger, it's not a license, brother.
Sure.
Because I paid my 11,000. Yes, MIS.
Yes.
Did I not pay?
Sure.
I registered.
She's the first person to.
I was the first person to register this party.
When she said she register another, I said no, we cannot train only you.
So please, yes, if you don't want to be buying it at a retail price, register as what? Party. And get your ID card. Me too, I'm going to submit my own passport. Better give me my own ID card.
Sure.
Please, the ID card generally everywhere is 1,000. Are you collecting more than that?
No.
It will be less now.
It will be less.
My honor goes to the Almighty Jehovah who restored us back. To him alone be all the glory. My question is, can this take care of cancer of the bone? Cancer of the bone, they say lumbar. Can it take care of it?
What's it? What's it? What's it? Thank you so much. The product is anti-cancer. So all the cancer groups, cancer of the brain, all the cancer groups. So let the person test first. Any problem the person is testing, using it to treat, let the person first of all identify the status and standard of the whole thing before he uses the product. By the grace of God, when this product enter body, heaven has entered body. And so long as heaven can cure, the product can cure. Thank you. Yes. And our windows and baggers, that is an aspect that is very, very important in this meeting. The fruiters that did production first, the Mrs. Honor, the Mrs. Taiwo, the Mr. Kayode, the Mr. Ege, all those groups. By the grace of God, we need to appreciate them very well because they are the first pioneers within the Lagos network that entered into the production. Now, in the history of the project, those performers, the bags performed, did not satisfy the organization. I want to put the reasons here. The reasons were three. First, all the workers that were recruited for the bag producers, after training, those production that came out was their first production. So inexperience played a role. Secondly, their production met bad weather. Their production met bad weather. In fact, there are different countries and their climatic changes. This weather we experienced in October, November, December was very serious. A day, we could see a change, climatic change of about 5-6 times. The temperature is like this, it will go like that, it will go like that. So it's really affected. At the point you see that the bags has floated plenty. Then you can see that all these ones that are coming, when you count here, they are plenty, but the weather is it is burning. So this one is as a result of the movement from the fruiting structure. But when the weather was very hot, that was how it was behaving. So it really reduced the process they were supposed to get. That is the reasons why the organization has decided to compensate all the producers that were victims within that area, 10% of the bags you bought. These very bags that are out, they are new, updated and upgraded version. Very, very strong. You can see the way the mycelium, the way the mycelium are. Those of our producers that use those bags can liken them to these ones. You know from the mycelium that these ones are really updated versions. So that is it in that area. Now, by the grace of God, all the bags, now we have about 30,000 bags on ground now. About 30,000 bags. You know, when you look at the way it has run, you can see that some of them has run full, some of them are still running. It tells you that they were not inoculated the same day. As you speak, all the 10,000 has been produced. And the spawning, we are still within the spawning. Some of them have been spawned, they are run finished, some of them have received spawn, they are still running, some of them are yet to be spawned. All of these are bags that are down. Now, you know, the requirement of the program, baggers produce, and the product don't go out. We have a lot of people that want to buy the product that are outside the program, but we do not allow it like that. And so our fruiters now, the intervention, when you look at your fruiting platforms, you see the intervention structure on it. By the grace of God, the roofing, you know, we're having challenge of getting the this, and all of them has been gotten down, and the roofing has been done, and they are level small to complete. As of now, they are on it. The roofing, you can see it's roofed. So every one of us that is inside fruiting, every one of us that is really interventional structure that we are all waiting for is now ready. Bags are ready. You know, from October coming, we have no bags. We have people that wanted bags, there were no bags. People were calling, say, hold your money, because there is no bags. By the grace of God, now there is bags. Let us remember that some of our baggers did the production with loans, and they need to recover. We need to sell the bags, pay them. You know, the organization don't put profit. We buy it from them, 600. We sell for you, 600. We don't put profit. But the bottom line is that for them to continue the production, the bags must go out, and we don't want to sell it outside the project. And so we beg our fruiters that you know, we have some few days to end the month, and this ending our baggers must be paid. And so every one of us that is into bargaining should make sure that these great products that are available, you key in and you'll be able to also enjoy and be a practical of what is going on. Thank you so much. For our baggers, there is still opportunity for the March, April production. That is for our baggers. We are emptying the incubation rooms, and as the incubation rooms are being emptied, we want to also put in additional bags. Now, by the grace of God, we have a lot of demands on us. We have our fruiters, we have other batch that are entering in the fruiting training, in the fruiting department. You know, the intervention to build the structure is not easy. We have tried to build that big structure. Now, if we, at all costs, we must pay our baggers. So we are going to sell the bags. So if you that we are allocating the intervention structure for, you don't order for the bags, and those ones come in order for the bags, it means that they will utilize the structure and you will be losing the slot. And so please, we want to, because when the project came, you are the pioneers that feed in. Before now, others from your testimonies are entering. And so in anything, we give you strong priority. But our baggers too have to be paid. You know, from December, that's the problem came. They were not paid. And so by the grace of God, now that there's the green light, we have to quickly take them off and then we pay them as well. And so we thank you to that effect. Now, our buddies, all of the buddies here, if you're a buddy here, please let me see your hand. May God bless all of us. MIS will collect the names and the numbers of all the buddies here. Our time will not permit us to do that buddy meeting, but we'll do meeting with you online this night, 9 o'clock. Everybody here online, there's a special meeting this night, 9 o'clock. May God bless all of us. Now we welcome general questions. Thank you so much.
So I appreciate the management, especially our indefatigable director, for the courage and the strength to continue. I will not say I didn't know what was happening because I was at the center of it. I watched everything and I saw how he fought through. May the Lord continue to strengthen him in Jesus' name. Now I am a fruiter and my name is Mrs. Ejiofor, by the way. I'm one of the pioneers of the fruiting. And what he was talking about affected all of us that started. And please, sir, you promised us and you mentioned it here again that you are going to compensate us with 10% of whatever. When is it taking effect? And number 2, it's like our bags are becoming outdated. It's like they are not performing again. And then we need to buy another bag. Myself, for instance, people invested with me. If I show you what they are telling me, you will just laugh. And they are telling, if I ask them for money to buy new bags now, they will be telling me they have not reaped from the one I bought before. And they are not going to invest any of their money again unless they see the fruit of the first one. So I don't know if there's any way you can help us out to organize a loan for us. Since we have confidence that this one is going to do well. See, I am a doubting Thomas. For me to buy into this project means I saw something there. The first day I came here and I was given the water to drink. That I just came in and my BP was a bit high. And I was giving that water to drink. And immediately I drank it. After 15 minutes, the whole BP became normalized. That was the thing that encouraged me. And I now carry myself and put here. I went to my friend, bring money. I have seen something that is working out. Because when I believe in something, I believe with all my heart, with everything. And I can convince people. I just talked to 2 of my friends and they invested in it. So please, if you have assured us now that this one, and I believe it, I have faith, that this one is a breakthrough. When I saw it on Afri-Global, the video, I sent it to my group, those people that invested. When they saw it, they were encouraged and they were happy. So I believe that this one is a breakthrough. If there's any way you can help us for a loan to invest, because now they don't want to invest again. They don't want to invest. They have told me, in fact, yesterday I was discussing with one of them. He told me to my face that he did not see any result from the last one, that is not going to invest again. And I cannot just leave that structure like that. So if there's any way you can organize for us, even if it's that, it will be appreciated. God bless you, sir.
The person has invested how much?
Invested 120.
120 for structure.
With me, yes.
For structure.
Yes. Not only structure. We are 3 or 4. First of all, the bags and the structure.
Is it the fruiters?
The fruiters.
It's under fruiters.
Yes.
Okay, he has invested 120.
Invested with me.
Okay, with you.
Yes. Okay. So he is telling me that he has not seen the result of his investment.
I know that in a big house, there are several kinds of people with different type of temperament. I've already started making arrangement for mushroom people because of what is on board. But the arrangement I was making, it would have been, those people would have been here today. But they are engaged, they were hijacked at Alausa with somebody. There is a particular group of this part of this CBN again. Their own, I think they got their own from either BOI or Development Bank of Nigeria. So their own loan
it's like it's quicker. So, and their percentage is just 2%. So I believe that all of us here, if we can go into fruiting, because I was liking to see whether they can come and give us as a group, just for mushroom people, so that we go into this mushroom at once. But unfortunately, I've been expecting them since I called. Now they say they are still hijacked by the politicians somewhere. They have cornered them somewhere to give their people, you know, politics. They will first of all serve their own people before they reach us. And the requirement for that one, because with this fruiting now, we can run, yes. Isn't it? Because if we can get, let's say, even if it's the one that will not get us anything above 500, I mean for 400 needs a guarantor. Needs a guarantor. 400,000. Anything above 400 needs a guarantor. Anything below 200 does not need, just your NEPA bill, your passport photograph, your identification, that's either voter's card, all those, and your LASTRA, so that they make sure you are living in Lagos. So if you have not done LASTRA, this is part of the requirements for these SME banks now. But anything above 1 million, they can give up to 10 million. But anything above, I think, is it from 2 million and above, is you have to present something for them, because they don't have any, you don't need to be their customer before they give it to you. And they needed to start with the people that started with them. I asked them how long will it take. They said just 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, they will give you the money. But if your documents are true now, by next week you'll be assessing the loan. So I don't know how many of you have it. If you have documents, if you have CAC, CAC is an age. So everybody should therefore register CAC. Business company registration.
When you have company that is working on the one that is...
If you are not on the platform, you will hear the next message, because by the time they call, you will not be here. I'll pass the information and what is needed on the platform. So you must, if you are not on the platform of baggers, fruiters, or paddies, try and get into that. Somebody submitted passport. I will register as a bagger, as a paddy. Have you registered? Sorry, give us 11,000. Let me see your hand. Your wife is a fruiter. Lift your hand also. I know some people don't want to tell lies.
What is 18 million with it? For the 30,000 bag? For the
30,000 bag is 18 million. How many fruiters are here?
You only 10. Can we stand up?
Are they 16? If they didn't count you, you are not among them.
You said they
didn't count me. My husband did.
That means they are so 1 million each.
That's 1 million to invest in the fruit mushroom.
What are those people that are not fruiters?
I have paid 30,000 deposit since for me to start waiting for intervention. I don't know how far I'm going now.
Thank you. Thank you. All the 30,000 bags we have produced, this is for all of us. All widows, if you have been checking your platforms, all widows, your bags are on ground. The problem we had that delayed your listening was the intervention structure. By the grace of God now, it is almost completed. So if you have a chance, you can come to the park to look at it. And so most of the bags have run. You can see some of them, they are still running. So it will be ready soon and everyone is going. That's why all the bags are now entering into action at a go. Then you get a lot of opportunities and a lot of financial gains in that area. So that is a beautiful way that you can grow your money. So that opportunity is paved. So So if you are in now and you want to enter inside the farmer's aid, you call the office and then you take you through that. That one, let me explain that one small. Every investment that you do in the farmer's aid, you get 10% every month. The minimum contract one sign is 1 year. At the end of the 1 year, you withdraw your principal. So every month you take your interest. Example, assuming you have entered in the farmer's aid as a partner, that's why you are not dealing with the producer. So if they don't pay the money, you have nothing to lose. You are dealing.
Okay, that's my dad. Agbọ́n yẹn tá a bá ṣe ká lórí igi ẹ̀ gangan so níṣà ara ẹ̀ rárá a kò máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ so dé burning point tó bá ti wá hó dáadáa tó ti dé burning point yẹn gbàgbà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa wá yọ ara yẹn kúrò so omi tó wà nínú ẹ̀ yìí gangan so omi yẹn gangan ti wà bẹ́ẹ̀ so omi yẹn la máa wá dà so la máa lò. Is that taking? Yes. So you are there?
Yes. What about the water you use on the coconut inside? The coconut
water. We are going to use the water inside. But we boil it together. Pẹ̀lú gbogbo bó ṣe wà yẹn àní yọ ilé ìkúrò. So tí a bá ti wá ṣe tó ti dé boiling point láì ṣe máa wá yọ àwọn èkó ara yẹn. La máa wá da omi tó wà nínú bíbá yìí. The water alone la fẹ́ lò. So you can just look for something. Then you know so just pour the water out.
Please, what do they call that in the Thomas coconut? I know people students, agri students.
Is it the young one?
So you have much water inside.
The young one. Some people call it erigi or something. It's called the one that they contain much water inside. That is what we are talking about. The fresh one, that is still on top. Never reach to pot. So I want you here, never be only you hear the sound of the water.
Yes.
That is
no soft water.
Exactly, that has soft this inside.
You have 1 teaspoon of mushroom.
You boil it together like that.
1 teaspoon, not
no, they're the mushroom.
We are saying thank you, our Father, you are good. We are saying oh, we are saying thank you. Oh, we are saying thank you, our Father, you are good. Father, I want to thank you for the way and manner you have led us this meeting. Thank you for everything you have done. As we return back to our various destinations, let your presence go with us. Because it is stated that the eternal God is our refuge. Underneath us is the everlasting arm of the Lord, and the scripture cannot be broken. Blessed Father, our going out, our coming in shall be blessed and preserved by the Lord. Father, your presence will go back with us. In the name of Jesus Christ. Lord, thank you for everything. As we invest more, let us have 100% plus returns. In the name of Jesus Christ. Thank you very, very much. In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Please, all the fruits don't go. Please, come and sit down. Please, sit down. The fruits don't go.